What's going on YouTube? Mr. 1013 here with another review. This time we're going to check out figure number 177 out of the classified line. Seymour Sci-Fi Fine. He is one of the characters, in my opinion, that they kind of started it getting into, I guess, more the sci-fi kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Not just the kind of Joe. I mean, we with these characters, we always get that not outrageous. You know what I'm saying? GI Joe isn't this specifically uniform feel. You know what I'm saying? So when Sci-Fi came out, he was one of those standout characters. I guess what I'm saying, in the '90s, we get these brighter colors and everything, and this is definitely one of the characters that popped out on the shelves if you were looking for Joes. You know what I mean? So let's get right into the review. And off the rip, as I was getting ready to do this review, I was looking at this guy because I love talking about the head sculpts and where they may get some of their references from. This guy looks like I don't know if you've seen Too Fast, Too Furious, but one of the racers who was driving the muscle car and lost. He looks like that guy. He looks like that guy. If you know who I'm talking about, definitely let me know in the comments. But overall, Sci-Fi, this is a dope figure, man. A dope upgrade. I'm loving the details on this guy. There's one thing as I'm looking at him, when it comes to the plastic on some of the figures that's supposed to represent like the metal or the steel. So like on the gauntlets, this look really good. The paint apps look really good on here, but this silver kind of plastic at the top, instead of having that same finish that they have here, it's like a gray plastic that's supposed to, it doesn't give it that same, it looks cool, but it doesn't give it the same feel as it does here, like on the gauntlets, and then at the bottom of the legs, you get some real nice metallic paint right here. And you can see on the kneecaps, you can just tell the difference between the plastics and what they painted here. So I would definitely love if they can match up like the silvers when they do like the silver hits on the figures. But besides that, nice sci-fi green, sci-fi green paint off the black hits. Nice contrast to it. Silver paint apps look really clean on here. All the paint apps look clean, even when it comes to smaller details like the I don't know what we want to call these, like the screw holes or nodes on the sides of his legs look really good as well. We got some nice detail up at the top. I don't know what these exactly are. These like vents or what it might be, or just could be some detail on the armor parts. As we look at the back, again, we get that kind of silver, or I'm sorry, the plastic gray. I don't know what it's up, like a plastic, gray plastic, silver plastic, maybe. Let's say silver plastic, like a silver plastic here. Going to the back down of the figure and everything. Again, we get all green going down the sides, then black in the middle, and then the insides of the arms. We got the hoses coming around here off of glossy black paint. Head sculpt does have two-tone color on there, which is cool. I love that little detail. Articulation wise, he does have a little ab crunch right here. Basic cuts at the thighs, double jointed pinless elbows and knees. That always looks good. Rockers at the very bottom ankle. He does not have any turns at the calf or the boot. No boot cut, no lower ankle cut or anything like that. So this is all one piece. He doesn't turn at the forearm, just turns at the wrist. And I'll take the head up, turning all the way 360, all that good stuff. Butterflies are up under there, and he does have drop down hinges. Sorry about that, I had to pull them down, get that blur out of there. But solid figure, man. This was a great update to this figure for his first time in classified form. So let's take a look at his accessories, right? So, of course, Sci-Fi wouldn't be Sci-Fi without his helmet here, and his helmet does come, and I don't know how I feel about this part. It comes open, but it comes with two different visors, and I guess it's cheaper maybe to, instead of having the option of having like I don't think it should have been empty. It should have been one helmet with the half visor and one helmet with the full visor. If they're doing two head sculpts, you might as well do two helmets. But anyway, you can put the half visor in here. This has two pegs right there on the sides. So right here on these openings, you can pop this right in here. me see. Hold on. Or do I have to, I think I have to have the helmet on him first, and then I can pop him in there. But then we have the full visor too. Let's see if this is easier to pop in here. See, there it is. So this is the full visor. And it's a little bit of see-through, so you can it's kind of tinted. So it isn't like a full blockage of his face when you put the helmet on. And then, let's see, because I don't think I had it in the camera last time. We could put, and I might have had this upside down, so maybe that's why it didn't fit. There we go. And then now we have the half visor, which I'm definitely going to be rocking half visor on Seymour. Let's see. We can just pop that right on top. And there you have a nice little snug fit on them. So this is how I'll be rocking Sci-Fi, you know what I mean? This is how I'll be displayed. And then, of course, we'll take a look at them with the helmet with the full visor on. Grab that. And let's see if it's easier just to pop it on while he has the helmet on, you know what I mean? Might just be, it might be an easier pop, easy. So if you're going to use it, just go ahead and put the helmet on first, and then you can put the visor on. But that looks pretty cool too. But I think I'm still going to half mask it. So let's take a look at his other accessories. So Sci-Fi does come, of course, with his backpack. All black. Nice hits of some silver paint here. Nothing too crazy here. Just a solid matte black. And he does have a peg hole for the hose right here, and the hose goes into his plasma gun. And let's see, we can just pop this right in here. I think they're both the same size on each side, so I don't think it matters which peg you use to put in there. And this is kind of, it's a hard enough plastic, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure this is snug in here, that it doesn't keep popping out. And before we put it in there, we'll just show you what the plasma looks like. Now, this looks pretty good. They have some nice little detail on there. It says target locked. Let me see if I can lock on that while we're speaking of target lock, if we can't see it. But yeah, on the gold panel here, it says target lock. It'd have been cool if you kind of pull out, you know what I'm saying, and see like a thermal kind of vision screen here. But no other movements on here. There are, of course, a peg hole for this one, for the plasma effect that we see down here. No other stop movements, no other articulation on the gun. But this does go at the bottom here. Of course, you can pop that in there like so, and that's a nice snug fit as well. Now, speaking of the plasma, it comes in two different pieces. So it comes with the plasma ball if you just want to plug it into the gun like it's charging up, like so. So you can just leave it like this, or let me focus in for you guys. So you can either leave it like this, or you can use the peg hole on the actual blast here and plug that right into there, and then you just have the whole plasma charge. We're gonna pop that off. We're gonna see how well the backpack fits on Sci-Fi's back. And they actually have the peg hole. So the peg hole, let's see. I would have thought it went the other way, but it goes. Yep, this is the correct way. So it goes down here, hoses up here. It looks really good. I know we have sometimes there's some gaps in between the back, which you see a little bit, but it's not too bad. Sticks out pretty cool. And we can throw the helmet back on this guy. And there you have it. And then, of course, you can just throw the gun in there. Since we already had everything together, we might as well throw everything in there. So there's a good look at Sci-Fi, man. Again, a solid upgrade to his classified form from his original form as well. And let's take a look at the box. So we got a window package here, standard G.I. Joe classified series. Got a nice shot of Sci-Fi there on the side with the full visor on. And then on the back, we have him with the half visor. Nice action shot. Shows the plasma, shows the backpack, and a nice little scene back here. On the sides, we have his icon and the barcode, the QR code, and we're back to the front of the window package. Again, one of the figures I was looking forward to. I always, especially with the classified series figures, man, I'm always interested in seeing how they bring these characters to life, or in the upgraded version. Joe's are always has been like my favorite toy collection. So it's just, I'll continue to support them, and just love the way these figures are. But anyway, thank you all for checking out my next review, my latest review, and stay tuned for the next one. I'll catch you on there. Peace.